what's going on? Muriel from the Sunshine Family, and if you're looking into Costa Rica to live, watch my video till the end, because I just read a message from someone I know quite well stating why I left Costa Rica, Muriel. And I thought, hey, this is a good topic to make a video about, to share here with my audience on my Costa Rica YouTube channel. And I live almost 5 years in Costa Rica now myself with my family. And I have in total 6 reasons that I literally have seen around me happening and still see happening. Like this example, why Costa Rica expats leave Costa Rica eventually. Some faster, some over time. But it might help you to get a better picture of what to expect about Costa Rica, and just stories. Listen to stories of other people that might help you. It helped me to choose Costa Rica to live, and I'm gonna dive right in after a little bit of information about myself. So a huge reason why I've seen a lot of Costa Rica expats leave eventually, some faster than others, is that people base their choice on moving to Costa Rica on vacation experiences. Like myself, I went to Costa Rica and 18 months later we lived there. And on that during that vacation we decided to move there. But this is what is the reality overall, that on a vacation a lot of things are arranged. You know, I remember we were staying in houses and everything was taken care of, and once you're living somewhere you have to take care of a lot by yourself, right? And also you're gonna see the whole year round according to climate and to everything. So the vibe, the energy of a vacation experience can be completely different at how you feel when you are here for a whole year and you think it's totally not nice here to be here 12 months, it's too much. Or so yeah, it's really having a wrong expectation overall, expecting to have that holiday vibes the whole year round. Some things are not easy in Costa Rica, and that is also another reason why people leave. So it's according to logistics, but I will get to that in a little bit. But the biggest second reason, or perhaps it's even the first reason why a lot of people leave Costa Rica, while they were planning on staying there for a very, very long time to live, is expenses. Still, a lot of people miscalculate the cost of living in Costa Rica. Costa Rica has a lot of import products. It has a lot of import taxes. Costa Rica is a very expat-friendly country, but according to pricing, compared to Panama and Nicaragua, for example, the two neighbor countries, it's extremely expensive if you compare to that. So that means that your financing has to be able to handle that. And a lot of people come here to live in Costa Rica, especially right now in the world where there's a big transition going on, and they sell, for example, their house, and with the the money that provided, they are establishing their lives here, but they miscalculate how fast that money is literally just, you know, they're losing money because life is expensive here daily. So that means that people have to go back or have to go somewhere else where they can make money, because it's quite hard if you do not know how to build a business online the way that I've built it. It's quite hard to earn money in Costa Rica without an online business. You know, it's not easy to get a job here, and digital nomad jobs are often not really well paid, and you have the high expenses. So the fact that finances is a big reason why expats leave, actually. And their expectations were not right in that sense. So it's fitting also reason number one, actually. Number three, that is one of my contacts. Reason why she left Costa Rica with her family is because she didn't feel safe, and not even quite safety according to crime, but it is a big reason why people leave. They don't feel safe. They don't feel safe in the countryside or in a bigger city. They need to live in a compound. That's not what they like, or they don't like the unsafe roads, the bad infrastructure. But according to insects and people with young children who are exploring, sticking their hands under stones and stuff. I heard a story that a family had a young child around 2 years old exploring the world, and they had a very poisonous snake in the house, a very poisonous spider in the house, and Scorpios and stuff. They were like, you know what? We're gonna back to the United States, and we rather live in Florida in the sun than live in Costa Rica with a child with this age. We don't want to risk it. We don't sleep well. So yeah, the lack of feeling safe, that's a big number three, the third reason why people leave. And I recognize that, but my kids were a little bit older, and according to crime and how safe do you feel, it's also a personal thing. And just also, it's personal. Who am I to say it's unsafer than in the Netherlands? I see a lot of crime in the Netherlands as well, but that's why I mentioned the feeling of safety. Like, people don't feel safe enough. It's a personal experience, and it could be a great reason for people to leave Costa Rica again. But a fourth reason is also, and I mentioned it already, logistics. Logistics are slow in Costa Rica. Going to a bank, having your car repaired, having things done. You know, even Tico friends of mine say, they say mañana, but they actually come next week. And it's well known in Costa Rica that this is how logistics often go. And if you cannot handle that because it doesn't fit your character or, your expectations, it can be very frustrating if you want to have something very simple done, to go to the bank and do a transaction or a payment whatsoever. And you cannot handle that, you're going to be flipping out of your mind. And that is not a happy way of living. So a lot of people are like done with it at a certain point and say, enough is enough. I'm going to go back where I come from or go somewhere else. But I hear this a lot as a reason why people leave. They're so sick and tired of the slow and not really smooth going logistics. So also a big reason, and I'm in that phase myself, is that the children who grew up here do not fit in Costa Rica anymore, because Costa Rica doesn't offer what they want or need. It could be when you're moving to Costa Rica with kids that they do not blend in somehow for several reasons. I don't know, it could be all kinds of reasons. If you live in a small town, that the kids are bored. Like, for example, my kids are no surfers. I live close to Santa Teresa. So my daughter has that feeling like, I do not really want to be here full time anymore, Mom. I want to go to the Netherlands, which we allow her. She's exploring where she fits best. But there's also kids who grew up here and want to do a specific education, and it's not here. So they just fly out of Costa Rica, and often parents follow them because they don't want to be parts of the world apart from their children. It could also be vice versa. It could be that you lived here for a while and now you need specific medical care, for example, and it's not here, you know, or it's cheaper somewhere else. So yeah, your situation can change, but especially teenagers in that age do not always want to stay here, and it's up to the parents how do they deal with that, right? We allow our child to just fly back and forth through the Netherlands. And that's her ways of exploring the world and making her choices. And we don't force her to choose. She can have two homes, right? So there's always solutions for that. But it's interesting to realize all this before you decide to move to Costa Rica, I guess. Although I hope that this video inspires you with stuff that I see happening and experience myself. But also what's happening quite right now. This video I'm making in 2023, February. A lot of people who lived here for a while, when it was quite quiet here, not so many expats, it's getting too busy is a big reason I hear, and I see it. I moved here almost 5 years ago, and only in my street there has been built so many new houses. But that is not just only the houses, it's noise pollution, it's construction noise, it's the roads that's overloaded with heavy trucks, that those roads are not built for that, right? So we have like desertish situations where there's so many traffic driving over these dirt roads, and right now it's dry season. Sometimes you cannot see further than a meter because of all the dust, and that is created by more people, more traffic, too busy. Why a lot of people leave again. And one of my friends, she moved to Panama for a couple of the reasons that I mentioned. Panama's way cheaper, and she decided to live somewhere quiet on the water, and there's not so much traffic around her. Basically there are no roads, she lives on the water. So yeah, I hope this inspires you or helps you to make a decision on what you will do. And just a little peep in my decision making back then, my choice was based on, okay, I can open up my laptop in Costa Rica and move on with making money. I have a freedom of location, which makes it easy, and if we don't like it, we can always go somewhere else or go back whatsoever. So I don't know what's your situation, but being a digital nomad was very helpful for me, not feeling that I have to make a decision forever. And perhaps that's just good for yourself anyways. Just realize that choices you can always change. Like that contact of mine who was certain of living in Costa Rica, but when she was there and had a couple of very poisonous animals in her house, which are very, very rare to be there in your house all together in 1 week or in 1 month. Still, for her, it was the reason to say, you know what, we didn't see this coming, we're gonna pack our bags and leave again. So be realistic is what I always say. It's not always rainbows and sunshine. It's not that I lay in my hammock all day. Sometimes I have to get something done. I need a paper at the municipality, or I need to get someone to repair my washing machine, and it can take days before you get that going. And yeah, that requires patience and a specific mindset. Now, so far I'm good. I'm totally not planning on leaving Costa Rica, and I found a way with my teenager. So yeah, but I'm looking forward hearing your comments below if you have other reasons that you hear about a lot, or if you have questions, of course. This is my experience, this is what I see, and there's so much more to say about it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing from you. And who knows, we're gonna meet one day in Costa Rica. You can rent my casita, my property here, which is we built it for Dirk's mom, my mother-in-law, but she's just here a couple of months per year, and we decided, you know, it's better for the house. A lot of people ask me, can we stay at your mango farm or in your neighborhood? So you can rent it. Check out the Airbnb link here below my video, and there's a whole world of information more below the video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you can do that, of course, by hitting that little icon on the screen. and tap the bell to get notified every time I upload a new video or when I go live. See you soon in my next video or in Costa Rica one day. Ciao!